Hey guys, sorry about that. We are back now with ESL Weekly Cup number 18. I do have Jebro with me now, and we are just about ready to get started, guys. In fact, the first game has already begun, so welcome back, everybody. We apologize for the bit of the abrupt start there, but our teams wanted to get going, and we're not going to deny them that. So again, second game has begun now. It's once again Otist team over here on the red side going up against Cheese Mode on the blue team. We are on the Forest Vivahel, and in terms of splits, we are seeing an aggressive push from Cheese Mode going over into Far. Rom and Sizer are going to be the ones doing that. We're also once again going to see Freylina going through the waterfall. We have Maggie Schultz hanging out in the cave behind the waterfall itself, and then we have Kashmir in addition to Kashmir and Padme going up against the Azron, and I believe this is Rom in middle. I could be wrong. Apologies, Zapdos and Azron are over in the graveyard fighting for control of that. So a very split opener here on Legacy of the Foefire.
Indeed. There's a tiny bit of history for this team. A couple of the guys have played in BYOB, French team, and I think a couple of guys played in Frog as well, who are French team that had a tournament recently. So they got a couple of guys, I'm not sure exactly who. Dr. Schultz used to play in BYOB, used to play as an engineer as well, actually. Just as a little tiny bit of history if anyone wasn't sure.
And again, as we continue on with the fight itself, it does appear that blue team is going to be taking both the side caps here. Cheese Mode definitely taking a dominant stance to open things up. Again, we did have that prediction last time too, is the fact that this team is newly formed. However, once again, like we were going over earlier too, they're sort of emulating Cheese Mode's composition here, and we're doing a pretty nice job of it in terms of the rotation game and whatnot. But overall, it's just because of the fact that they're a new team and don't really have themselves too much, in terms of the team synergy game at least, don't have themselves too much together on that yet. That is the reason why we sort of saw the last game go the way it did, and why we may see something similar this game as well.
Yeah, they're fairly new to, and they've got some really good players, man. I mean, Alice Lust is good. He's been in quite a few different teams. I've seen Alice Lust and Kashmir playing in the ESL a few times before in various teams. I think they're just trying to find their team. Hopefully they've found it now, and they're all going to be able to stick together. Drazu as well. Schultz we've seen before. Padme, we've seen them all, but they've all come together now. So I'm really hoping that this team is going to come out in the future and give us some stuff, you know, for future matches. Hopefully ESL next week as well.
We are seeing a very large push at the moment here from the red team going in over to the quarry at the moment. It's Rom and Freylina. Sizer is going to fall back here as well to defend this, but it's going to be Padme, and who else is off node at the moment? They did manage to, I believe they resurrected someone there. I could be wrong on that though. But Padme and four full members here of Otist team are going to go for their home though, trying to get something to stage from, but unfortunately they are being heavily suppressed by members of the blue team. Draze is getting absolutely demolished at the moment there. He is going to get thrown into the downstate here as well, so we're going to have to see. Going to get stomped out there too, and this is the thing to note too, we didn't actually go over this again because the game sort of abruptly started, is the fact that they're now running with 2 necromancers, whereas before I don't think they were running with any.
Yeah, Draz is yeah, Alice Lost has been swapped out for someone who wasn't playing. Did he play in the first game?
It might just be on a different character.
Watching.
I'm not entirely sure of the account names or anything like that. More than likely it was just a different character. But again, the comps from these, it's very odd to see 2 necromancers. Not sure they're just doing this out of spite, or if this is actually a legitimate thing they're trying to start out with their comp here. But obviously, as you can see, it's not doing too good at the moment. That we still have a 3 cap in favor for Cheese Mode. They're at about 182 points, and they're looking fairly dominant, almost approaching a spawn camp ratio at this point.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at their specs. Drez is running with speed runes. He's going for a Condi build, looks like. Alice Lust is normally playing a similar build, so they're not far off of each other's builds. So I'm just wondering what they're trying to go for. Having a look at the traits as well. Summoned Flesh and Corrupt Boon and Plague Signet on Drazit, and I'm not sure if Alice Lust is using a lot less. Oh, there you go, Epidemic. So he's going to be going for the AoE spread of conditions. Corrupt Boon's good. And Worm, so it's a good mix if they can get in the team fights together. As long as they're not both targeted, they can put out a shed load of AoE conditions, and they can be really painful. But you know what? You're right. In having those 2 necros, you're missing something.
They're missing, I mean, like, let's look at what they're missing right now. They're missing a Spirit Ranger, and they're also missing another Warrior there. Granted, this would be their Condi War, I think, so it's sort of an even trade on that regard. Granted, you're missing things like Impale, which Impale's a really strong ability, especially against squishier characters like Sizer, that Cheese Mode does have. But overall, it's kind of an even trade-off there. And then you're kind of swapping out a Spirit Ranger for Necromancer too, and that is the trade-off where I can't really too confidently agree with it, because the Spirit Ranger is really just a crucial part of the team, and obviously not having that is really going to hurt you guys.
And yeah, I mean, you know, Spirit of Nature is it's ridiculous. I mean, you're getting a free res. You don't need to risk yourself going in, and they're going to go for the kill now. They just want to end this match, get on to the next one, get into the final. But you know, I mean, yeah, not having a Spirit Ranger, and the way Azran plays it as well, he's not even a Spirit Ranger. I think I've said this before. It feels like he's so mobile on it. in the way he's using that class and the way he plays it. He's only playing with one spirit as well. He's got the Condi, he's got the Signet of Renewal, he's got lightning reflexes. Almost feels like, yeah, he's not going to be using spirits in the future. I reckon he'll change that up at some point. He's so good on it. He's so good on Ranger.
And again, guys, as you can see at the moment, Otist team does appear they are going to be losing the second game here as well. Cheese Mode has a dominant lead here, 400 points already, and they have engaged the Lord. They should be able to win this fight, but they're actually, Bread team is holding on quite nicely for the time being. As we go to the overview point, we do have to know, too, that the Thief is over here trying to steal some points, but he hasn't actually managed to decap all 3 points. But again, like we said, the Lord has now been killed, and with that, guys, Cheese Mode is going to take a rather quick round 2, and they will bring themselves up to 2-0, and with that, they will be moving on to the next round, which will be the Grand Finals. So once again, we are going to see Cheese Mode going into the Grand Finals, guys. Congrats to them. But as well, Otist team, hopefully we will see them next week, because some really promising stuff was coming out from them here today.
Yeah, good, nice. They got to the next round, you know, and they haven't. They did well in the first bracket.
Yeah.
They smashed their opponents. Like first game, 500-0. Second game, I think it was about the same. And then they come into the second round, and you know, then they get smashed. So you know what? They're kind of in that middle region that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago or last week, where we need teams to be. We need some middle range, but there's still a big gap even between them and Cheese Mode. But it's just experience. It's competitive play and getting into the situation where they can play teams like Cheese Mode. So good job on attending, I say.
I do also want to apologize on the overlay. OBS is being mean to me and will not let me put Jebro's name on the stream. I hope I'm pointing the right way, yeah. It will not let me put Jebro's name on the stream, so like he just there with blank, with nothing, text. If you guys would like to follow him, his Twitter is @JebDan. And as well, that is Jebro, obviously, with me here today. I do apologize, I can't actually get that on the screen, but OBS is being mean to me. But guys, that is the end of this set. I know we've been taking a lot of breaks, but we're going to take another one right now. We're going to move very quickly, though, to get into our next matchup, which is going to be between, I believe, 55 HP Monks and Eclipse, guys. So we'll be back with that matchup in just a few minutes. Stick around, we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to ESL Weekly Cup number 18. Once again, I'm Blue, joined today by Mr. Jebber over here, who is going to be unnamed on the overlays because OBS is being mean to me. But welcome back, Jebro. I apologize, we didn't get to properly introduce you last round because, well, we kind of had to abruptly start the stream. So welcome, Jebro. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you very much. If you guys don't know who I am by now and they don't know my Twitter, then they'll never know. I'll just spam chat with it at random
we'll
times
spam
of the
chat
day.
with it throughout the stream. It's all good.
It'll be fine. We're all talking. Oh god, everyone's calling me by my first name now. Awesome, thank you. I should never have put that on my Twitter. Oh god, I don't like my name for some reason, but it's fine. Just call me Jebro, guys. It's fine. It's fine. They keep trolling me now. I'm getting tells and everything. Thank you, guys. So many nice people in the community. What was the result on that straw poll, by the way? I saw it.
Oh yeah, we're kind of for which straw poll?
Sura?
Oh, the Asura one. Yeah, we're kind of like looking. I kind of was going to bring that up on the stream, but we're doing a little bit of a poll right now. Like we're still thinking about it. We're considering banning Asura from tournaments because it does bring up some viewability issues. So we're just sort of like seeing what people think of that right now. It was like 60-ish, 30-ish around there were the results, something like that.
Yes.
We'll probably spam the link again if someone probably has it. Actually, if they want to throw it in the chat again, we are sort of collecting data on that right now. So if anybody has opinions and they want to express it, just go ahead and throw it in that straw poll. But anyway, guys, we are moving on to our next game here, which is going to be between Eclipse